everyone, Meteorologist Melissa Meeder here on our Wednesday morning. It is just before 8:15. I've got some new details to our day today. Now, one being that we're going to be a little bit more humid, a little bit more toasty today, but we also are starting to see the chance for rain and storms. So previously, earlier this morning, I was detailing today. So let's kind of do an overarching look. 89 as our high temperature today. It's feeling like the mid 90s. We see a rise in humidity. We're feeling back to summer, back to August, but we see a mix of sunshine and clouds. I think at some points mostly sunny, at other points we see partly cloudy conditions, but this is what I'm watching now. So there is a 20% chance for some rain and storms between about 8 a.m. and 3. However, we're mainly dry right now at this point, but if you take a look up towards Nebraska, as well as into portions of Iowa, this was likely going to decay as it was getting closer to us. It's not looking like that's going to be the case anymore. So if I zoom in, it's almost into our northwestern areas, and it looks like the tail could maybe reach down into the I-70 corridor. Here's a look at what our latest model is putting out now. That chance for rain would generally start around, I will say around 11 o'clock noon to see some spotty rain and storms around. I think about a 30% chance, especially as we go into about, I would say, probably 11 o'clock until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We see that 30% chance for some rain and storms. If we see this continue to hold on to its steam, I will, of course, be sure to give you the latest updates there. But right now, it looks like a 30% chance for a few hours. It's still looking like it's going to decay a little bit as it gets into our area. However, as I mentioned, if we continue to see the kind of line that it's still holding here, then we may need to up that rain chance even more. So that's just something to be mindful of when you're heading out for your lunch break. You are likely going to have rain and thunderstorm activity somewhere around. It's pretty spotty in nature. Now, this is going to bring partly cloudy skies with it as well, so keep that in mind. Now I want to talk about a little bit about the timing for today in terms of temperatures. Right now we're in the upper 60s and the low 70s. It's 73 in Kansas City. Here's a look at the day today. Now, as I mentioned, between about 11 o'clock and 2, that's when we'll have that 30% chance. I just was looking at our latest data, so I didn't have a chance to update that, but no, 30% chance between that time frame around the lunchtime hours. Those temperatures will be in the upper 80s today. 89 will be our high temperature. Others will see temperatures a little bit cooler, around 86 in Bethany and Maryville. We're into the mid 90s down towards Butler, Lacine, and Garnett. 89 here in Kansas City, feeling closer into the mid 90s. So 96 is what it could feel like today. We are going to remain with the humidity here over the next several days. So it feels like temperatures get even hotter by tomorrow. We're in the upper 90s, feeling like the lower triple digits will be in the triple digits then Friday through Sunday. Friday looks to be the hottest day of the next 7. And we're going to continue with these humidity levels here as we go into Monday and even Tuesday of next week. It ticks up a little bit more. So it's something that we're going to be watching because we still will remain hot. Now, something new that is also now being watched very closely is first warns. We've got one on Thursday and one on next Monday for scattered rain and thunderstorm activity. And overall, it looks like it's mainly going to be in the morning hours. So here's a look at that. A 40% chance for rain and storms on Thursday. Looks like it's mainly in the morning. We're dry Friday. 30% chance comes back for Saturday and Sunday, which we've had for the last couple of days. And we just added a new first warn in place on Monday. Looks like scattered rain and storms are going to be possible in the morning hours on Monday. I know a lot of people are going to work, of course, on Monday, but it's also the start of school for many people. So we will see back to school festivities, things like that on Monday. And if we see rain and storm possibility in the morning, that's why we have a first warn in place. Now let's break down tomorrow's first warn. Really technically starts late tonight or early tomorrow morning. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk highlighted across the area along and north of the I-70 corridor. Damaging winds, heavy rain are the primary threats there. This starts as we go into the overnight hours tonight. So 2 o'clock in the morning, seeing some spotty scattered rain and storms along our northern border. It looks to progress and kind of build a little bit as it gets closer to the I-35 corridor by about 6 a.m. Western areas, mainly west of the I-35 corridor, see the chance for rain and storms. So between about 6 a.m. and 10, that's in the metro when we could see the better chance for rain and thunderstorm activity, some of which, as I mentioned, could be strong to severe. So that would be during the morning commute, so something to be mindful of tomorrow. Maybe give yourself some extra time in the morning. After 10 o'clock, it looks to mainly be in the east, kind of hanging out there for a few more hours. By the time we get to about 3 o'clock, things are drying out, but notice the cloud cover kind of hangs around with it as well. So one more time, looks like we are seeing the system coming in from Nebraska and from southern Iowa that's going to drop in and may reach the I-70 corridor. We are expecting it to at least fall apart a little bit by the time it gets here. And so we are going to continue to watch that pretty closely. It looks like between about 10, 11 o'clock, we can start to see it become scattered across the area and then hanging on as we go into about the 3 o'clock time frame. So that's the latest I've got for you. Know that there's the chance for rain and storms that have increased for your midday, especially when you're heading out for lunch or doing some errands on your lunchtime hours. So that's the latest I've got for you. Let's take one more look at the 7-day forecast. The upper 80s, low 90s continue to hang on into next week. We do have several more chances for rain and storms starting Saturday through Tuesday. A stationary boundary is going to hang out, keep temperatures consistent, and keep those rain chances around. So that's the latest I've got for you on this Wednesday morning. If you haven't left the house yet, maybe grab a little bit of an umbrella just in case you're heading out for the lunchtime hour and you get caught under some spotty to scattered rain and thunderstorm activity.